Yes, Kenya. Tamu sana, tamu sana, tamu sana, yes. The government today raided William Ruto's Transnational office in Nairobi. And that's a story that has also been captured by The Star. The Star, police raid. Police seized 2 servers from office formerly owned by Ruto. Then you can see at the top there, the managers of Lamster Technologies who have been running the office started to move out of the office on Saturday evening and continued overnight. Officials at the 9th floor of Transnational Plaza said the office used to belong to the DP. The office was his private office, though a financial institution had an office there too, an insider said. And if you go through that story still, The Star is reporting that William Ruto has been using that office since the time of the Grand Coalition government between Kibaki and Raila Amolo Odinga. So indeed, that has been William Ruto's office. And from some eyewitnesses, it's alleged that William Ruto has been going to that office, though not as frequent as he used to do. But some of his close associates are always being seen going to that office. And William Ruto is only seen going to that office maybe at night. And also it's coming out clearly from that story that yesterday, in fact, employees at this William Ruto's office, they are calling it these Lamster Technologies. Employees of this Lamster Technologies owned by William Ruto started vacating the office yesterday evening, and they did it overnight. So in this video, I want us to dissect that into details to see exactly what is happening here. In case you are watching us for the very first time, subscribe, give this video a like. Thank you, God bless you, God bless Kenya. Yes. What does that mean politically? That office is believed to have been William Ruto's office for a very long period of time, since the days of Kibaki and Raila's Grand Coalition government. And it's believed that office also served at one point as William Ruto's URP headquarters. And today, we are seeing it's being raided. And we are also being told that William Ruto started vacating that office since yesterday evening, an indication they were running away. Yes. And you know you can't be effective when you are doing things when you are hiding. So that move of today is just a confirmation and an indication that the government has now started cracking the whip, and the government is disorganizing William Ruto's political maybe organization. Yes. And that's also a warning, or rather a wake-up call to William Ruto, because in the recent days, William Ruto has actually been chest thumping, and he has also been talking of establishing some centers, some tallying centers. This incident of today is a confirmation to Ruto and his team that those tallying centers they are talking about, they can only install and establish them if the government allows them to do so. That should be a clear message to William Ruto. And that should also be a clear message to his supporters, because Ruto has successfully managed, or rather convinced his supporters, that is the government and that the government is the opposition. But from this incident of today, I strongly believe it's going to send a clear message to Ruto and his supporters that those tallying centers and those things they're planning to do, they can only do them if the government allows them to do that. They are not the government. And then secondly, that move of today, I'm saying it has the potential of giving hopes to Raila Odinga supporters and killing the morale of William Ruto supporters. In that in the few days, rather in the past few days, William Ruto has been winning the propaganda war. William Ruto has been creating a narrative, and Kenyans were starting to believe it. That is actually the deep state, the one that normally steals elections. William Ruto has been successfully winning that war. He has been creating and winning that kind of a narrative. Today's incident has just confirmed that William Ruto is just a heckler, a person who just chest thump. He's just a barking dog, but he has no teeth at all. He has no teeth that he can actually bite. If now push comes to a shove, and now the government decides to step its foot and crack the whip, William Ruto will do nothing, and he has no capacity of doing anything. That, in my honest opinion, gives hopes to Raila supporters who are starting to fear that maybe this year again, Raila's votes can be stolen again. I think that gives some hope to them that now the government is now fully in control of things, and nothing can be done without the knowledge of the government. And again, if you look at it from another angle, it also shows that IEBC cannot rig election for anybody. IEBC does not have that intelligence. They don't have the police force. They don't have money. Government literally has everything. So IEBC cannot rig an election in favor of an opposition candidate. It's only the government that can do that. IEBC can only rig with the blessings of the government. That crackdown alone, rather that trade alone, also sends that message. It shows that the government is very powerful and IEBC is just a small thing. IEBC cannot thwart the will of a majority of Kenyans. The government will actually block them from doing that. And that move also, I strongly believe, has sent some chills into some IEBC officials who thought they could actually rig for somebody. From where I sit, if there were such officials planning to rig this year's elections, I tend to believe that because of just that trade alone, they must be recoiling their tails. Because this is now a matter of life and death. They can't stand on the way of the popular wish of Kenyans. And now that Kenyans are also on the side of the government, it becomes a little bit tricky for IEBC to thwart that will of a majority of Kenyans. And also this incident just proves it to me, ladies and gentlemen, that this year's election most likely will be free and fair. The best candidate will most definitely win. And in this year's election, I'm seeing after a long period of time, Kenyans are going to have the most popular candidate as their next president. I'm seeing such kind of a situation. And this also reminds me of what happened in 2002. It seems to appear history is repeating itself in 2022. The only difference is that in 2022, the government and the people are reading from the same page. They are together. In 2002, the people were on one side, the government was on the other side. In 2022, a good majority of Kenyans and the government are together. And I'm saying that because if largely you look at Kenyan politics, it's all ethnic. Almost all influential political and ethnic kingpins seems to be in Raila's side. Look at William Ruto. He is just alone. And now again with the Mudavadi factor, in 2002, Mudavadi made somehow a similar blunder. He's making again in 2022. In 2002, Mudavadi was in the winning team. And then all of a sudden, he made a U-turn, went back to Kano. He ended up losing his Sabatia parliamentary seat. 2022, Mudavadi made a U-turn, joined a side that is most likely going to lose. Basing my argument on the recent statistics, and most likely, he is also going to lose his western backyard. So it's just history repeating itself, but 2022, the people and the government are reading from the same page. Let me leave it there, ladies and gentlemen. In case you are watching us for the very first time, but so far you have not yet subscribed, kindly subscribe, give this video a like. Our fans and subscribers here, I'm very much humbled, very grateful for the kind of support you are giving me here. God bless you. God bless Kenya.